What's up, my ladies and before I mention to them because a brand new Reupload reaction again, beautiful guys. So again, this is the dead mid Reupload reaction, of course. So yeah, and today I'm going to be reacting to my Friday 13 part 7, the new blood. 1988 count only the one, not the recount one. So yep. So yeah, I guess let's react to it. I mean, honestly, though, I think this one's some people not gonna like. Oh no, it's not this one. It's the Satan Goes to Hell one. So yep. So anyway, let's react to it. Friday 13 part 7, the new blood 1988 Hellcount original one. Let's react.
Welcome to the kill.
Let's react to it. Alright. And again, I have microphone and internal audio on, so yep. Again, I'm not sitting on the chair because again I'm no. No. So let's do that. Let's start the reaction in 3, 2, 1 and play. I love the intro, I do.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and
What's up,
today
James?
we're looking at Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, released in 1988 and often referred to as Jason vs. Carrie. After Part 6 introduced a few sci-fi elements into the series
forgot
and
about
turned
this.
Jason from a simple-minded would-be drowning victim into an unstoppable zombie, the producers continued down that road for Part 7. Jason now looks more beast than man, all twisted and evil, and the main chick he's up against can use her mind to throw things around and straight up start fires. Also have noticed that this is the first film featuring Kane Hodder as Jason. Kane's an amazing stuntman whose name has become synonymous with Jason Voorhees after playing the role in 4 of the films. His physicality and willingness to have the crap beaten out of him definitely adds another level to The New Blood. Other than that though, this movie's your usual Crystal Lake affair. The group of teenage victims is entirely forgettable and stereotypical, and while it has a fair amount of nudity, the MPAA toned down its gore so much that it's one of the least bloody films in the series. Plenty of people still die in it though, so let's get to the kills.
You know what, that's funny because again, the title says The New Blood, but it doesn't have that much blood. Oh my god, why do you even name the title? Oh my god, stupid. So
first death comes after a recap narrated by Crazy Ralph and another bare bones opening credit sequence, this time with worse music. After witnessing some boilerplate domestic abuse,
please don't drink anymore.
Don't tell me what to do.
Tina kills her dad with her mind by collapsing the dock he's standing on, sending him to the bottom of Crystal Lake, infringing on Jason's favorite hang spot. That lake just isn't big enough for 2 rotting corpses, Tina. You should have been more considerate. 10 years later, Tina is heading back to the scene of the accident with her mother and therapist, Dr. Cruz.
Bad news, Cruz.
He's trying to help her with some mental issues she has involving telekinesis, and, you know, probably because she killed her dad.
Mama, I miss him so much.
Should have thought of that before you killed him, Tina. In the unreasonably close house next door, there's a group of attractive teens just ready to get nice and murdered. The main guy is Nick, a wholesome hot guy, and he's getting eyed by Melissa, a bitchy hot rich chick. There's also a stoner, a sci-fi geek, representations for both sides of the Madonna horror complex, and a token black couple. They're all there to throw a surprise party for Nick's cousin Michael. Unfortunately for them, Michael's car messes up on the way to the lake, and despite being a wealth of wisdom,
Jane, woods is woods.
he's not long for this world.
Okay.
See, earlier, Tina got all emo and went out to the lake to cry. She tried using her ambiguous mental powers to bring her dad back to life, but instead just resurrected Jason. So now Jason's out in the woods and he creeps up on Michael's Lady Jane about 20 minutes into the film. He kills her with a tent spike through the back of her head.
Oh, this is the
all we
one?
get to see is a close-up on her face looking like she's falling asleep. Oh, sweet Jane. Michael returns from peeing to find her body nailed to a tree, then runs through the woods in vain until Jason throws the same tent spike into his back like he's playing darts at the bar. Michael tries to crawl away, but Jason stalks after him to get his tent spike back. Never know how windy it'll get when you're camping in the woods. Back at the cabin, Tina learns what stereotype means when she goes next door to meet all the teens. Despite Melissa's upstanding bitchiness, Tina does an alright job fitting in, until she starts having mental images of Jason killing Michael in the kitchen. Meanwhile, Jason kills some actual people in the real world when he comes across 2 campers. Dan, the dude, goes to fetch some firewood and gets a fist through his back and his neck straight up snapped. I love the shot of Jason pulling his fist out of Dan's back. Even better, now Jason has a machete to play around.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Dan's such a good guy. Jason heads back to the tent and rips his way through to grab Dan's girlfriend, Judy. He drags her out of the tent, wrapped up snug as a bug in her sleeping bag, and kills her with one gruesome smack against a tree. This is a fan favorite kill that will get echoed in both Jason X and the 2013 remake. And Kane Hodder has also said it's his favorite, so there you go. Tina gets closer to Nick and more angry at Dr. Cruz, and the teens continue to be teens with all the drinking and the drugs.
Columbian Express is pulling out. All
Of
aboard.
course.
Ding ding.
They stereotype it up well into the night when Russell and Sandra head out for some skinny dipping. Before anyone can tell Russell how stupid that outfit looks, Jason kills him by
Yeah.
golf swinging an axe right into his face. It cuts away right as it happens, so we only get some gore when Sandra sees his body from the water. Bummer, that could have been a real nice death. Sandra is understandably
Yeah.
freaked out and gets even more scared when Jason seemingly teleports underwater to come up behind her,
How?
grabbing her and pulling her down to his hang zone. I mean, once you invite one guy down there, might as well invite everyone, right? Especially naked chicks. Tina's mom finds out the doctor is recording and exploiting Tina and her powers, while the doctor finds Michael's body. But then during their confrontation, he doesn't even bring that interesting fact up to her. Instead, he drives Tina away when she overhears him say he's gonna commit her. Tina goes for a midnight drive, but after seeing some crazy hallucinations of Jason killing her mom, drives off the road and crashes her car. Looks pretty serious, but she's not too concussed to get out and run blindly through the woods. Back at Teen City, Maddie tries to do a classic nerdy girl makeover so she can get Stoner Guy's dick instead of Robin, that whore. But then she can't see without her glasses, so she gets lost wandering out into the woods. Jason offers her directions, but she runs away from him and into a nearby barn. He stalks her down, busting through some wood to grab her from behind and swing a hook into her
Damn.
stomach. It's a totally off-screen murder, so there's nothing
I
for
can't
me to
be
show
bad for
right
them.
here. Except maybe her body that
But
gets shown
whatever.
later with a totally out-of-place throat slit instead of a gut wound. Ben and Kate, the little-seen black couple, are resolving their vague relationship conflict with some makeup sex in a van, until Jason shows up and plays contraceptive by crushing Ben's head. 100% success rate, folks. I just love the way he grabs his head here. But it is another kill that would have benefited from the original gory idea, that
Yeah.
apparently involved a fake head full of cream cheese. Kate, who definitely should have heard that happening out there, is the next one dead when Jason shoves a party horn into her eye. It makes a fun noise, so that's great, but again, it cuts away immediately. Luckily, we see it again later, but it's still a shame how much the MPAA restricted this film. David, the stoner guy, gets hungry after having sex with Robin and heads to the refrigerator, but before he can make that ham sandwich, Jason stabs him in the gut with a butcher knife. Sucks he didn't get to fulfill his munchies, but at least he had high sex, right? I mean, there are worse last things to do.
Wow.
Eddie, the sci-fi writer dude, strikes out with Melissa and covers it real smooth.
I got a date with a soap on a rope.
But his dingy tighty-whities can't protect him when Jason sticks him in the neck with his machete. Yet another kill that cuts away instantly. This one really amuses me though, because in slow motion, it's clear the actor is raising his head to make his neck a clean target. Just trust Kane, dude. He'll put the machete where it needs to go. Robin, wondering where that ham sandwich is, puts on some clothes and wanders around upstairs before finding David's head, which I guess Jason propped up and put on display for her. Then he busts into the room and chokeslams her out of the window, causing her to slow motion fall to her
Again.
death. It's not quite as awesome as when he did it in the final chapter with that Doublemint twin, mostly because there's no exploding car for Robin to land on, but it gets the job done all the same. Throughout all this, Tina and Nick have been on their own little adventure, learning about Jason and being best friends, while Tina's mom and Dr. Cruz are looking for Tina in the woods.
Melissa?
Jason finds them because I guess he likes going back and forth a lot and chases them down. Dr. Cruz gets the first kill assist in the series when he holds Tina's mom still for Jason to stab her through the back with a spear. Real nice
Why?
guy, just the spitting image of chivalry. Hope you didn't get too much of that woman's blood on your face. Back at the party cabin, Nick finds Eddie's body, dead, and Melissa, alive, after Tina runs back into the woods and
Yeah.
finds Dr. Cruz. Holy crap, there's a lot of running in the woods in this one. I can barely keep it straight. She leaves him to go look for her mom, and Jason hunts him down with a weed whacker, knocking him down and putting an end to Bad News Cruz once and for all.
Yep.
Fun fact, this is the only time in the series that Jason uses a motorized weapon. For such a big dude, he's got a real small carbon footprint. Tina finds her mom's body in the woods, and then a bunch of other bodies and more of the woods, before finally coming face to face with Jason. She uses her psychic powers to square off against him, and it finally makes the movie interesting, since we've never really seen Jason against someone who's truly a match for him.
Yep.
And she really is a match for him. That's one of the best things about this installment, is just how much crap they do to Jason. You'll see what I mean in a second. Tina meets back up with Nick and Melissa, and because you just can't keep a good Voorhees down, Jason comes back and kills Melissa with an
Yeah.
axe to the head before chucking her body
Damn, you know what? I kind of wish he was alive. I don't know why. I mean, whatever. Whatever.
across the room. He throws her like a fucking rag doll, and the stunt person for that just did amazing. The last 10 minutes are mostly Tina beating the crap out of Jason with her mind, and this is what I was talking about before. Everything is on the table with Kane Hodder behind the mask. Home Alone traps, crushing him with roofs, some pretty sick head oozing, flinging a bunch of nails into his body and face, electrocuting him, telekinetically headbutting him
my
with David's
God.
decapitated head, even hanging him from the ceiling and dropping him into the basement. It's fun to watch,
Damn.
mostly because of how gross they've made it. The highlight of it all is when Tina lights Jason on fire in a 40-second stunt that set a record for longest uncontrolled burn. Kane Hodder kept working through the stunt even when something went wrong with it that resulted in burn scars on his neck and chest. That, my friends, is the Kane Hodder difference. Then Tina's house explodes, as houses are wont to do, and you think it's all good until Jason shows up out of nowhere again, looking even more gnarly and just totally over with getting shot like that, Nick. Take a nap in that boat. Jason turns his attention back to Tina, but before he can kill her, she uses her mental powers to summon her dad from his watery grave? To grab Jason in a bear hug and pull him underwater? What? Wait, this guy who looks like a pirate movie extra? This might be the stupidest scene in Friday the 13th history. At least until these paramedics fucking carry this stretcher instead of using its wheels. With that rescue and a heartbreaking shot of Jason's mask broken in half, we are done with Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Let's do the numbers. 16 people die in The New Blood, Tina's dad and Jason's 15 victims, and the gender distribution was split equally with 8 guys and 8 girls. At 85 minutes long, that comes out to a kill about every 5 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw to the funnest death, Kate's party horn through the eye trick. Like I said, it cut away from it pretty fast, but seeing her later for an extended close-up almost makes up for that. Lamest kill has to be Maddie. At least with the other deaths, you can go frame by frame and see some sort of contact. Maddie's murder happens entirely off-screen, and that's just no fun in a cheap slasher flick. And that's it! Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, was released in 1988 and began the Kane Hodder era of Friday films. Next up will be one of the weirdest Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, the film that was finally bad enough to put the series to rest for a short period of time. Can't wait to get to it. Until then, I'm James A. Janice, and this has been The Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching The Kill Count for Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. I have such mixed feelings about this movie, because on the one hand, Kane Hodder as Jason is great, and the telekinesis stuff is kind of cool. But on the other hand, it's just more of teens in the woods, and the teens suck, and the kills kind of suck. What do you guys think of the movie? And what do you guys think of this series? What do you guys think of me? Make sure to subscribe. See you next week in Manhattan.
Alright, done. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I mean, again, rating I have to give it, this one was, I like this more than the other two. I guess I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. I enjoyed this one a lot, so, yeah. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end the reaction right now, because again, I'm gonna end the reactions quick now, because again, these are the Reupload reactions, not the real reactions, which might be a little bit longer. So yeah, anyway, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. For more information, my material will be linked in the description below. And if you wanna go subscribe to that video, will be linked in the description below. If you wanna go check out the original video, link in the description below. And that's it. And oh, wait a minute, oh no, I thought there was something else. Alright, whatever. Anyway, that's it, guys. Peace, adios, bye for now, bye.